Hey y'all, so the video that you're about to see is in regards to taking care of your peach trees for two things. The first is spacing out those peaches by pinching off excess peaches to leave enough peaches that they're meaty and not more pit than food to eat. And typically you can space those out at a minimum 6 inches. A lot of people say 8 inches or more. Some people say only leave 3 peaches per large limb. So you gotta, it's up to you what you want to do. So I'm going to show you how I pinch off those peaches to space those out, as well as the second thing is taking care of preventing those peaches from the peach moths and the plum curculio bugs. So each of those will attack your fruits, your trees. They'll go into the fruit, they'll bore a hole in it. You'll see stuff oozing out. It kind of looks like gelatinous stuff oozing out of the peaches. When you see that, it's too late. That means the bugs have taken over the peaches. They've put eggs inside those peaches. They're going to eat them from the inside out, and there'll be nothing but rotting fruits. So to prevent that, a lot of people will start spraying their trees right as soon as the petals drop. So, and you got to spray them every couple of weeks when you do this to try to prevent those bugs from attacking the fruits in the trees. However, with me, last year I only had about 50 peaches. So I assumed that I was only going to have a small handful of peaches again, and we had a late spring frost. So I thought, okay, it's got them. I don't probably not going to have that many. Y'all, I ended up bagging up peaches, and you'll see how I do that because I didn't spray. So I'm trying to put those organza bags over top the peaches. As soon as those peaches get about quarter size, and you'll see that little bit of a husk of the flower that's left right on the tip is getting ready to fall off, you want to go ahead and start bagging them then, if you're going to do that method instead of spraying. I was thinking I was going to only have a handful, and I only bought like a couple hundred bags. By the time it was said and done, I had to keep buying more bags. I ended up bagging up 1,300 peaches on mostly 3 trees. The 4th one only had about 20 peaches on it. It's still a young tree. And I probably still have about 200 or 300 more peaches that I ran out of bags. I just didn't have enough bags to bag them up, so I could still go ahead and maybe order some more bags. I'm not sure what I want to do, or pinch them off. But I want to show, like, maybe next year, if I think I'm going to have that many, I might go ahead and spray. I was just thinking, okay, just a few bags, and I could protect them that way. But, and spraying kind of makes me nervous anyways, but, you know, because you don't want to spray pesticides on stuff that you're going to be eating. But that's why I chose the bags too. So I might have to reconsider, considering how many bags I had to use this year. But I want to show you how I did that process of spacing out the peaches, as well as bagging those peaches up. And I'm going to also show you what those bugs look like to watch for, and what the damage on the peaches look like. And once you see that damage, it's too late. So so you got to start early. As soon as those petals start dropping, you got to either spray them or wait until they get that size, you know, about that big. And when the husk is starting to fall off the tip of it, get them bagged up. So let's dive in and show you what that's about. Okay, y'all, so this is going to be a very quick video about peach thinning and protecting peaches from the peach moth
and plum curculio.
So what happens is peaches need to be thinned. I'll show you right here. See how many peaches are here? If I keep all these on here, they're going to be small fruits, and they're going to be more seed, less meat. So the idea is to space these out at least 6 inches. So we're going to have to come in and pinch off. And it's really hard to do this, but it's got to be done. to have good fruits. So we'll go through here, and look right here, there's a double. Here's a double. And comes down here. This hurts to do, but it has to be done. Sorry, my guy. All right, so now that we've got those thinned out, down there, thin you out. Oh, I'm so sorry. I want nice, big, fat, juicy peaches, and it's not going to happen with, you know, this many. We'll go ahead and do the entire tree, and then I'll show you what to do to protect from plum croculio and the peach moths. So what they do, and these bags are kind of big. These are bags I had from last year. These are, I think, 8 by 12 bags. They worked, but I want something a little smaller, so I ordered some 6 by 8 bags, which will come to about right here and there. And you have to cover these peaches to keep the moth from boring into the fruit. Let's find one. So, wait, let me go to another tree. Okay, so when the peaches get about that big, so you can see that, you want to start thinking about protecting them from that peach moth. It will bore a hole in each of the peaches, and the larvae will be in there, and they'll eat the inside of the peach up. So you have to be a little proactive. What I like to do is tie my bags on when they get about this size, like that. Try not to break a limb here. And that will keep that moth from getting to that peach. There we go. So that's the first one. And hopefully I'll get my smaller bags in to go on all the other ones. But that's what you got to do if you want to protect your peaches and have big, thick, juicy peaches. Again, take that little guy off. And then right here, I have these two. I'll take that one off, leaving this one and that one, and then we'll bag them up, the big ones. Here, left that one. Here's 2. Take one off. And some of these are still kind of small, but within like the week they'll get bigger, and I'll be able to put those bags on. But for the ones that's already getting kind of big, look right here. I'll take those off. All right, this is a dilemma. You see that? 2 really big juicy peaches. And I have to only keep one, so pop one of these bad boys off. Sorry. And there you go. There's the one peach I kept. So we'll bag these guys up and be back. Okay, so this is all the peaches that I thinned off. Hundreds of them. That was pretty hard to do. Look at them. But you have to do it so you'll have good fruit. If not, your fruits will be mostly pit and very little fruit. So you have to thin these out. You can see how I spaced those. There's one. There's another. And another. So they're about 6 inches or so apart. Right here, I think I've got These are too close. Okay. So I think I've got it thinned, and there's probably littler ones on here that will grow and get bigger as the season progresses. I'll have to come out and thin them out. See, I missed a bunch over here. Oh, this is hard to do, but I need that space between those two. Okay. Gotta do it. She's thinned for the most part. And we'll get all these ones that's left bagged up before the plum moth finds the tree and ruins the fruits. So all the trees are done. This is what they look like. Hopefully I've got them all in time before any of the peach moss or plum curculio bugs target them. And actually I see one right here. I might have waited too late, and I'm going to show this. Hold on, let me reverse it. Okay, right here, I'm going to keep an eye on this. I don't know if you can see, there's a little dot right there. So I need to watch for stuff like that. As long as it doesn't start oozing. Right here's another one. As long as I don't see stuff oozing from that, I think I've got them in time. So we'll just keep an eye on those. But let's look around, see if everybody looks happy. They're already trying to get blushing, like a blush color. But there ended up being 1,300 bags that I used on the 4 trees. Look here, had one I missed. Didn't realize that. Let's look at this other tree. This one, this is wild. It's the biggest tree. There's probably 400 bags on this tree. And there's still tons of fruit in there that I just did not have enough bags for, like right in here. Tried to thin those out as best as possible. This one, for example, well, there's 1, 2, 3. We'll take one of these off. Too many. But that's what it ended up looking like. So hopefully they'll turn out good. Here's another view. Okay. Ooh, I see tons of fruits in there I missed. Look at that. Holy smokes. I'm gonna have to buy another pack of bags. Literally 1,300 bags down. I've got all these in here that need bagged up. And hopefully it isn't too late. But, okay, see if they all look okay. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.